definitely pride myself in being the toughest guy out there.
All-state offensive lineman.
No one's going to work harder than me. In the weight room or out on the field or on the mat.
Two-time state champion wrestler.
Tough as nails. Probably born in the wrong century. A century where they're riding horses and wearing cowboy hats every day.
Sam Reynolds is a force.
But we're just so proud of him. Just so proud of the hard work and commitment that he exercises day in and day out. Just a lot of pride.
Yeah, I'm just grateful to have him as my big brother.
A dual sports star at Lovejoy High School, Sam was riding high last spring.
And just being able to be a two-time state champion, getting to say that just felt really good.
You know, when he came out on top 2 times in a row, it was an emotion I wasn't prepared for. And every day, I mean, he didn't let up. Even after winning the state championship, there was no rest for him.
With 2 trophies in the case, all attention turned back to his senior football season, where he and the Leopards were fixated on the Texas 5A crown.
I was in the best shape of my life. I was just performing really well, and recruiting for football was starting to pick up for me.
Wrestling season is pretty rough, and Sam gathered a few bumps and bruises along the way.
So I just had a skin infection, and I just thought it was a normal one from wrestling. So we were going to the doctor. They put me on antibiotics, and it just wasn't getting better.
The next morning, you know, my big Samuel was pale and looked very weak, and I said, something's the matter, you know, let's get you back to the doctors. I
had kind of a sinking spell in the doctor's office, and they admitted me to the ER from there. And then just over the next couple of days, they're just running tests and just trying to make sure everything was right. And then on the blood test, just the platelets weren't right.
Revealing the worst, a rare blood cancer, acute myeloid leukemia.
I just kind of remember just seeing my parents and my brother's reaction, because I didn't know what any of that meant. I knew what an oncologist was, and I knew what they were looking for. I just remember realizing what was going to happen.
You know, I was a mess. You know, Deb was a mess, but Timothy, my oldest, just a great big brother to both Samuel and Abigail. I just remember to this day, he goes, you know, let's go, Samuel, you got this. And that's what we needed to hear, you know, as we were just trying to pull ourselves together.
He's really at the height of his high school career. He's got so many things to look forward to, so many opportunities. Just the doors are fixing to open for him, and everything came to a screeching halt that day. And it was hard. It was hard.
I was in the hospital for 118 days. Some days were long. It was just kind of miserable, and just having my family there every day helped a lot. And the nurses and the doctors, everyone there was just amazing, and just how the amount of care that they have really helped also.
The toughness Sam is known for now playing out as he faced treatment head-on. In the early stages, his senior season was the last thing on anyone's minds, but thanks to a gene mutation, Sam was able to receive advanced antibody treatment, keeping him from needing a bone marrow transplant and cutting his rounds of chemo in half.
We started realizing that it wasn't going to be 6, 7, 8 months of therapy. It was going to only be 4. And the calendar started becoming more real then for Samuel to look at, and to have the hope that someday he would be back and that he would play his senior year in high school.
I just knew it was something I could do, especially with the way my treatment was going to be and all the stuff that they were learning. I just made it a goal.
Less than 7 months after his diagnosis, Sam Reynolds is back.
It was amazing. I never thought it would come this early, but it's just unreal. It was just a great feeling knowing I would be able to play again. I could go back to doing what I love to do.
First, back to practice. Then, his season debut in Week 7 against Crandall.
Before the game, and when I was putting my pads on, I just let it soak in a little bit. It was a great feeling.
I was a mess. I've never been prouder of Samuel, to watch him run with his teammates and to know that his story could have been so different.
He always looks up at me, when he's coming off the field. We make eye contact. Don't do anything else, but we make eye contact. So that was pretty special. Because that's something I'd missed.
It was special because, I know he loved, football and, playing out there and, being with his friends. It made me happy for him and, made me, grateful that he's, back in the spot like he was.
There's a lot of emotions, but I tried my best not to let them affect me and how my mindset was. I was just telling myself I'm about to get it on.
Good? Get it right. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Tackle 3, 1, 2, 3.
Glad to be back and just thanking God for allowing me to do it again, giving me a second chance.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.